Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance. It's your girl Isha, the Copper Queen, goddess on the rise, the Fiber Hootie Queen, bringing the sacred energy exchange, y'all. Let's ring this bell. Happy Sunday, okay? It's Domingo Day. Happy Sunday, y'all. I am having some tea time, and this is what I want to do today. I just want to have tea and talk to y'all today. And look, this is a new tea set I just got. Y'all, I want to show y'all this. See, y'all know, if you don't know, I am goth. I'm a goth goddess. I'm a dark goddess, so I do embrace the dark side. I love my dark side, and I like to express it and show people that the darkness is still beautiful, okay? Because there is no light without the dark, so you have to embrace both. And this is my dark side. I got these raven cups. Y'all see these cups? This is some like a raven on here. Like, I love this stuff. So y'all, this is my first official like tea set that I own, because, and this is China. This is what they say, fine China. Y'all remember that song by Chris Brown? So I'm definitely starting my collection. Okay, I'm definitely starting my collection, and this is a first. I actually got more I'm about to add, because they got different cups with like different animals, same collection, but I can just start expanding. And I'm gonna definitely get another teapot. This is a teapot. So I'm gonna have to, because I'm about to start throwing some tea parties at my house, ladies. I'm for real. So, and it's gonna be invite only, honestly. So when I invite, come out and just have some tea. You know what I mean? Thank you for welcome to the channel. So yeah, I'm about to have tea time, y'all. It's time for us to get together and commune again, okay? And me in these circles like this too. People like that like tobaccos. I'm not, I know tobacco is what it is, but I'm a healer, so I don't want nobody doing nothing that's gonna harm their bodies. But like, I know I've seen some cigar groups where guys just go out and smoke cigars together, you know what I'm saying? And talk about things. Like, we need that. Men need intimate spaces with other men to talk about vulnerable things, all right? And I'm happy that women, we have that, because we all know what happens in these circles. When women create groups, we end up talking about things as a woman, absolutely, and that we go through as a woman. But we also talk about the men in our lives, whether it be a brother, a father, a cousin, a spouse, a lover, whatever. We're going to talk about it. Our child, the problem, the issues we may have, or the accomplishments as well with the other side. And that's both of us. Men do it. If you're happy, you're going to speak about how happy you are with your wife. And you're gonna want to express it, or with your partner, with your homeboy, and you need to have places to express it like that when your woman is not around. You shouldn't even want to hang with any group of men that won't allow you to speak about your wife in an up way. And he like, I don't want to hear that, bro. That means he not happy, so he really can't be happy for you happy. And what is that kind of guy gonna do? Lead you to want to be unhappy for no reason. Want you to go to the club with him, and you got a wife at home that you're actually happy with, and you're not seeking anything, but he wants to drag you out to the club with him, be his wingman, to not really find anything. And this goes the same way with ladies, women too. We do the same thing. So we need healthy spaces to speak about positive things. But if there are things that we're not happy about, we have to have spaces there to get us back to the positivity, not to keep us there. Let's ring the bell. Not to keep us there, to express that we may have gotten hurt or hurt somebody, and we don't want to go through this again. And I want to express my pain, but also I want to express some solutions. Okay? That's what this is about. And that's what this tea time is going to be about. And I do have some tea in my cup. This is my first time drinking out of this, and I decided to do it on live. I was like, yes, I'm going to do it on here. And I have another cup, because this is going to be the cup for my ancestors, okay? There's the other cup, so I'm about to, since I'm not going to put any water in here, I'm going to put some herbs in here right now. And these herbs came from my garden. These are peppermint leaves, all right? I dried them out because I love making my own teas and, tea baths and things of that nature. So it's easy. And I know where it came from. It came from my grounds in my backyard, and I didn't have to pay for it. All right. And it grows back every year. If you plant peppermint, it grows like wild. I have a whole section of peppermint and spearmint by itself, because it grows like wild. It grows so wild. It's a wild child. It can't be contained, and it can't be controlled. Look, I must be some peppermint. It grows like wild. It's growing everywhere. So I have to have a section of it by itself, because it'll take over other herbs. Okay. So this is for my ancestors in this cup, because they're sitting here with us, having tea with us, and giving us the scoop. All right. Giving us this heat. All right. So let me sip some of my tea. It feel fancy drinking out of this. And let me ring this bell, y'all, so we can talk to spirit and get connected. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, universe, most high, higher selves, and spirit guides of balanced light, ancestors known and unknown, and ancestors of light. Please come into this space and provide us some harmony and balance in this Taurus season and root chakra activation hotel. So look, y'all. Now listen, what I just did was witchcraft. Yes, that was my way of connecting to spirit, creating a portal for them to enter safely. All right? Safely, okay? That's why I have all, you can't see this whole table, but I always have crystals, and my whole house is protected. So this portal, this is the portal. I have protection all over my house, and I do protection rituals in my house as well as outside my house. So my grounds are even protected, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. For the first time, like a year ago, there was a shootout in my neighborhood, and we have never had any violence where I live. And that's why I like it. I hang around, my neighbors are a lot of elders. So I'm in a neighborhood with all people that's like older than me. They just started like moving younger people in. Younger couples had just started coming, and it's changing it up. So it was when I first moved over here, when I was 24, it was all elderly people. So a lot of my neighbors, because of gentrification and inflation, have had to sell their houses and leave. Or some people, I didn't even know that it was never their house. They was renting. So I hated to see a lot of my neighbors go. And I was like, I'm going to miss them. And I'm like, then they moving all these crazy people in. It ain't going to be quiet no more. It was completely quiet over here, and I loved it. So, and it's still quiet, but it was a shootout. People's cars got shot up in front of my house, y'all. People's cars got shot up in front of my house and wouldn't move. It's an Airbnb next door to me now, where the neighbors that had to leave, used to live there because they didn't own the house. The house next door got shot up. Every house that was within the radius that the shootout happened, my car didn't get shot up. There was not a bullet that came through the window. And they actually have it on camera because somebody's camera caught it. And my camera caught it too, because I have a camera in my front yard. That them run right in front of my house. He ran right in front of my house, but not one gunshot touched my car or touched this house. I am divinely protected. Let's ring the bell. I am divinely protected, okay? And that's the type of protection you should have. I don't need no gun. They had guns, y'all, running in my yard, running away from, I guess, the fire, the fight that, wherever it happened at. And my house and my car did not get touched. So people had to get their cars towed, of course, damage to their houses. And I was like, dang, that was messed up. But I was so grateful that I was protected. Not one bullet. How did a shootout happen right in front of our yards, right here in the street, and then not one bullet hit my house? So that's what I'm saying. Those are the type of spells that I do on myself. Yes, protecting myself. Absolutely. I want divine protection. So if something is telling me not to be near somebody, I listen, because I trust my deities and my ancestors that work with me and keep me divinely protected. I have lived through a lot of things, y'all. I have had a lot of life and death experiences that I, as they say, supposed to be gone, but am not. And I don't think those are accidents. I have been divinely protected since I came here because of who I am today. I have always been this soul, this being. I was just dormant and dead, as they say. See, the ascension and what you think is death, that's why when y'all see me post skulls and all that, that's actually life. That's actually eternal life. Being able to see beyond this physical world. Being able to see past all of this. This is glamour magic, what I'm doing here. This is glamour magic. Being able to see past somebody's glamour, no matter what costume they put on. Who are they? Let's ring the bell. Who are they? Look them in the eyes. We got to stop being scared of that. Why? And then the people that don't want you to look them in the eyes, they got something to hide. I'm telling you. That's coming from me. That's coming from the universe. That's coming from my ancestors. They do. Because if you ain't got nothing to hide, you really don't mind nobody looking in your eyes. You're going to be looking dead at them like, what you looking for? What you looking for? Okay? What are you looking for? Did you find it? I done had people looking in my eyes, looking for so many different things. Evil, lust, betrayal. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to find something. It don't matter what it is sometimes. And half the time, you don't even know when you're looking in somebody's eyes. Do you know what you're looking for? What are you looking for? Why do you want to look in their eyes? Because some people look in your eyes to do something to you too. I told y'all about that. If you ain't been paying attention to my posts, your eyes are a way to cast spells. It's the main way to cast spells. Y'all seen what I just posted about Etta James? And I'm an Etta James fan. I'm an old school lady, y'all. I'm a young old soul. I'm 33. I'm in my Christ year, but I got the energy of an elder, of a sister, an old lady. I hang out with older women, and I'm talking about elders, 60 and 70. I love it. All right, I used to hang with my grandmothers, and they were my best friends. I miss them so much. Now I got to talk to them in the spirit world. That's why this tea is for us. And this is what I do when I'm talking to my ancestors. My grandmama and me used to have tea together. She used to tell me to go put us on a pot of tea and talk to me and spend time with me. That woman from Shelbyville, Tennessee. Beautiful, beautiful soul. My grandma was a beautiful soul. This is the grandmother on my mother's side, but both of my grandmothers, my father's mother and my mother's mother. But I had more time with my mother's mother because I was with my mother. And we was always in Shelbyville. And we moved here, but I still have a lot of family there that we used to always go see. So that was just a routine. You know what I mean? So my grandmother, I have a lot of my energy that's coming out now that I'm in my Christ year from my grandmother. I'm turning into my grandmother. Okay? It's not even my mother. I have ways of my mother. You know what I'm saying? But I actually blossomed into my grandmother. And that's how I figured out I was the matriarch when she passed away. Because that's what happens, y'all. Let's ring the bell. So some of y'all younger people that's starting to feel like an old man now, an old lady now, and it's not really old, it's wisdom. Your ancestor has activated in you, and you should be grateful. And they giving you all their good stuff to help you continue the family legacy. That's what that is. You're the monarch or the matriarch. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. You're building. So once you get that activating in you, which is the root chakra activation, which is why I decided to wear burgundy, which is red and all that, which is also passion and sex and love, baby. It's love. Most of the time, you start craving a mate. And as you're building, though, all you can do is create, expand, grow, ascend, and just keep being great and great. That's all the energy you can be in when you're going through this ascension, especially when you've rooted yourself. All right? You just can't help but to continue to keep being great. That's all that you can have, to be great and love. That's really what you're doing. That's really what happens. So that's what we have to get on. We want to talk about love versus lust, y'all. We have been operating in lust and in flesh, okay? My grandparents were best friends. I watched my grandmother and grandfather joke around, play games, beat each other in cards, and talk crap to each other. You know what I'm saying? Giving each other high fives and joking on each other. It was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. I used to just watch them. They were just kicking it, cooking together, slapping each other on the butt. Yeah. I watched my grandmama slap my granddaddy on the butt, and I was like, what is they doing? And I like that stuff too. Exactly. I'm yours and you're mine. That's what Etta Jane was talking about. You are mine at last, and when the spell is cast, when you smile, the spell is cast. So what Etta James was talking about is, I'm going to put a spell on you, absolutely. But you're going to put a spell on me too, and I'm going to want it. That's what it's about. You ain't supposed to put a spell on somebody that doesn't want your spell, because you are a spell. Everything that you wear, how you speak, how you carry yourself, how you think is a spell that somebody could be around you and decide they like it and they want it, or they don't. So anytime someone chooses you to be somebody of interest and they want to get to know you better, that's another thing. That's a spell. It doesn't have to lead to sex, but you was able to capture somebody's attention, that they want to get to know you better, whether it's for business purposes, whether it's for sex, whether it's for friendship, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's for being a leader to them and what is it called? A mentor to them. You captured them with your spell. Let's ring the bell. That's what Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Etta James, all the Nina Simone doing. They casting spells. And they talk about it in their music. They talk about it. We are a spell. So that's why I say, I cast spells on myself. There's things that I tell myself I want to be, and then I cast a spell and become it. That's all it is. So it's not evil. You have the right to be who you want to be. And spell work is the fastest way to make that happen. But the works have to come with it too. No spell work without works will work. Let's ring the bell. No spell work without works will work. That's the new tool we about to use. Instead of prayer without works is dead, we're gonna use that. No spell work without work will work. All right. So look, I do things. I said I wanted to get, when I first started my garden back in 2018, I got out there and did it though. You can't just say you want it and don't do it. I paid for a bed to be built. I paid for seeds. I actually said I want something that grows back because I don't want to keep planting this every year. So now I have stuff that comes back every year, and the stuff that doesn't sometimes, that just means it didn't last during the winter sometimes. Sometimes these winters can kill stuff, especially if you didn't get it really rooted in the ground long enough. And those sometimes are hit or miss. So there's errors in it, but you try again. Okay? So now I got hibiscus growing back. It's a lot of my stuff grows back, so I don't have to work in my garden anymore. I just have to weed and add fertilized soil to it, update it. You see what I'm saying? Now I have to just keep it up. And that's why I had to get a greenhouse, because during the winter, I can prevent them from getting hit so hard because I got to cover them up a little bit. You see what I'm saying? You start to make improvements with your craft. That's all this is, y'all. Getting in tune with nature. It's not evil. This is witchcraft. And you know what that means? I'm in total control of myself. I don't need a guide or a Bible to follow to know how to live my life divinely through the universe. I'm connected straight to her. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Now, does that mean I can't learn any more from people down here? That's not true. I'm learning. That's what I didn't say that. There's room for growth, but I know how to choose what I need. You're an adult. So when I realize now that I'm making more money and business is growing, it's time to advance. So I had to get my own website, figure out how to get the domain, and I asked somebody for it. I had never built a website before, and I was trying to pay somebody, and they just took too long. So I said, you can't be letting people hold you up. I let months be held up with my website because I didn't want to do it myself. So it was something that I needed to learn. So I just did it. I got on there. Nobody walked me through it. I just figured it out. That's a master. Let's ring the bell. That's a master. But I spoke it first. I said, I'm going to build this website. That's what I said first. It was the word. I said, I'm going to build this website, and I'm going to get it done exactly the way I wanted to get done. And it's going to be, and I said, I got a $300 limit that I'm going to do it in. I end up doing it in $200, y'all. Let's come on. It only cost me $200. It was my time, which time is infinite, right? And time is what you make it. Time is money. So it took me some time to make it, but it paid off well. It was my spiritual abundance that made the page. I started figuring out how to make things, and I did it. And then I I found out from somebody else that you need to buy the domain first, because if you buy it on a platform, that platform technically owns it. So go somewhere else and buy it and bring it. I would have known that if I would have asked somebody or told somebody about it and listened. That means I almost could have made the mistake of buying it through the company that I was using to make my website, and then be stuck with them forever instead of keeping my domain, which was what I wanted. Somebody had to teach me that. So that's another thing. A witch will always improve themselves through whatever practices or sources they may need. It's about growth, no matter how the message is received and how the lessons are learned. But of course, you're going to do your best to learn the lessons like divinely, okay? And in the easiest ways possible. But as we know, life experiences are not always the best experiences. Like relationships, which is what we're about to get into. This is love versus lust. We've had some bad experiences in relationships, and we had some good. And some of us, even if we're married and actually in commitments right now, we've still had bad experiences with our spouses at times. Does that mean the relationship is a total waste of your time and you should end it? Or does that mean y'all got to get through things and forgive each other so y'all can keep moving forward and become better and better? Time makes a relationship great. Time makes a relationship successful. keep going. And that's what our grandparents had. They got through things. I found out that my grandfather actually did have an affair on my grandmother during their marriage. And they was going through a breakup at the time. I remember them sleeping in separate rooms, and I was young, realizing they weren't sleeping in the bed no more together. Sometimes they used to, though. Every now and then, I would see my granddaddy go in the room with her, or sometimes she may be in the room with him, and I wake up and like, are they getting back together or what? But I understood psychologically what was happening. They was going through a breakup, but they broke up in the house. Let's ring the bell. They broke up in the house. We never heard them argue, but we've heard them have some back and forths. But I would hear my grandfather say, let's lower our voice, the kids are in there. That man was so divine. Let's lower our voice, the kids in there. Same thing with her. And she'll be like, okay, you're right. They would just talk it out. And the hardest conversation, I used to be so young, just listening. I used to keep quiet. I just really was intrigued and in love with their love. You know what I'm saying? I at the time, the stuff that I know now about their relationship, I didn't know. You know, I had to find that out later. That's nothing. We got to start talking to our mothers and fathers if we can, because you need to know about stuff. You don't even know what happened. You need to know your family trauma. So look, my grandfather had an affair. That makes sense why my mama ended up having an affair. You know what I'm saying? It's trauma. So my mama had an affair. Okay? I ain't never been married, but as they say, I have had an affair. That's another thing. Women have went outside. Yeah. I cheated on my exes. That's what they say. What's it called? An entanglement. I'm not laughing because it's not something I'm proud of. I forgave myself for what I had to do because I was going through something. I was going through domestic with my ex. He became, controlling over me to a point where it turned into violence. So I went back to my ex because I didn't feel safe anymore. So I went back to somebody else I love. I didn't go to a random. And it took a minute. It was years before that happened. It was years. And he just kept mentally and spiritually and emotionally abusing me and physically until that's what happened. So I don't feel bad. Now, I don't. You pushed me into another man's arms at that point because you wasn't loving me. Trying to control me. Trying to tell me what to do. Tell me how to dress. Tell me how to be because he didn't want nobody else to see me. So that's another thing, y'all, about love versus love. And love versus lust. See, he was lusting off me. He fell in love with me during lusting off of me. And then once he did, he wanted to keep me under control. Because he lost control of himself with me. Because I'm a witch. So that's another. I'm not going to let you put a spell on me. And then you think I'm not going to put it back on my spell on you. I let you put your spell on me, bruh. I surrendered. I received. I didn't block you. See, that's another thing. I could have blocked your spell work. And just decided not to even be with you and at all or play games with you while we was together. See, I don't do that. It's either I'm going to be all in or I'm all out. So I have to be with somebody that I fully trust and truly love. So I can truly be free with you. If I have to feel like I'm worrying about you and I don't trust you, I will not be with you. That's wrong because you're going to stress the other person out because you don't trust them. You can't love somebody you don't trust. You thinking they cheating on you. You thinking they'll turn their back on you, they'll leave you. You just don't have trust. That's not love. And my ex didn't trust me. He didn't trust himself too. That's another thing. When people can't trust, it's because they don't trust themselves. So he had an affair on his ex-wife. And now, then I end up doing it to him. That was karma. Even though he did some things to me that led up to why that happened. It doesn't, people don't want to look at that stuff either. Every time somebody has an affair or commits infidelity, it's always the person that cheated's fault. No, it's not. What about all that stuff we was taking? And I'm not saying that that's the answer, because I learned my lesson. The infidelity was not the answer. Absolutely not. But I'm going to also tell you what the answer was for me. I was over the relationship. It was done for me. That's why I did what I did. It was over. But he didn't even want to let me go. I was like, dang, I actually did what I did to get broke up with him because I couldn't get away from him, y'all. He was aggressive. He was possessive over me. He actually took me away from my family too. Isolated me. And at the time, I didn't know what was happening. I thought he was protecting me, right? That's what happens when you get under somebody's spell, y'all, and you don't know what you're doing or you don't know what's being done to you. You will have somebody fully controlling you instead of you controlling yourself. Let's ring the bell. I'm being real vulnerable with y'all right now, sharing this with y'all because I don't want this to happen to you. I've already been through it. And I know how to not go through it again. I realized balance was the answer. Neither one of us back then was balanced, even me. I was 24. I had no idea how much power I had. I didn't. And I wasn't how I am now as a witch. I was a baby witch back then. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I had power, and I used to do whatever I wanted with it, okay? Without thinking about any consequences, okay? And that's why I'm telling y'all this. And now I've learned, because committing the infidelity hurt me more than I thought. Because we was in love. And he was a witch too. Yes, my ex was a Taurus. Them earth signs, don't play with them, baby. Don't play with us earth signs, baby. It's a thing. I'm trying to tell you, it's a thing. It's an earth thing, baby. I have been fully compatible with earth signs like my whole life. So, you know, it's going to be an earth sign or a water sign, all right, for me. I need some love, all right? I need love. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. I'm a lover, so I'm like, if you don't want to love me, we not going to be together. So that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, he, like, done a lot for me. He did. He used to change my tires, change my oil. He cut my grass. He, I'm going to say, he used to cook for me. Ladies, I'm ringing this bell about these witches. He was definitely on it. He knew what he was doing. When he asked to cook for me, I was like, what? Because I'm used to always being the one offering. And that's enough. Then I wanted to cook for him. And he wanted me to cook for him. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. When he wants to eat your food, that's him surrendering to you. He want to eat your food. And males, you shouldn't be eating everybody's food. And females, you shouldn't be eating everybody's food. Y'all shouldn't be eating everybody's food. Don't. It's a spell. Whoo, baby. My ex put food on me. I love to eat. I'm telling my business, but I'm just saying. Everybody know I love to eat. Everywhere I go, I'm eating. All right? I like to eat. I don't mean nothing, though. See, I'm balanced now, so that stuff ain't going to work. I got boundaries. So you can offer me to cook, and that don't mean I'm going to accept it. Nope. I already know what it do. So that's what I'm saying. You can cook all day, but if I don't want your food, I'm not eating it. All right? And that's man or woman. It's people I don't eat their food. I just don't. Because whatever energy you got, I don't want it. That's another reason why you don't eat everybody's food. Well, look at them. Whatever is there, however they are, their spell work is going in their food. Any energy they're carrying, you're eating it. You're eating it. Let me sip my tea on that. Any energy that they're having is going to automatically go into their food. They're touching it, first of all. They're putting intention in something, okay? This is witchcraft. Cooking is witchcraft. Kitchen witches. My ex was a kitchen witch. He was a chef. Y'all, yes, my ex was a chef. Man. So then when they cook for you, because they really just like to cook. Like, they're not traditional men. And when I hooked up with him, I didn't know he was a cook. So that wasn't even my intention. I wasn't going after the shelves or something like that. I just actually liked him, you know, and it was free flowing. So, and I didn't block. Once again, I chose not to block what I like. Because I don't like people and block them. I can like you and I'm like, hold on. Slow up. I got to get a good look at you. I got to get a good look at you and make sure I ain't getting hypnotized by some foolery. Because let me tell y'all something. People look good, baby. How they look is the spell. That's their first spell. The smile. That's what Etta Jane was talking about. It's the smile. It's their eyes. It's their dress. That's what you're captured by first. Then experience with them and time with them, you start to other things about them start to capture you. Whether if you like how they talk, if you like how they walk, if you like how they stand, just liking how their stature is, like how they carry themselves, their stilo. You know what I'm saying? Those are more spells that are getting cast on you that you're surrendering to. Every time you be like, oh, I love it about him. Oh, I love it about her. Darn, she found that. Or darn, he found that. Those are spells. Let's ring the bell. Those are spells. And you're surrendering to them. Okay? Now, when people hate on you, hating and jealousy are rejection spells. They are so jealous of what you got, they don't like you. Because they don't have it. So instead of them embracing you, so they can get some of that. Because that's what happens. When you embrace somebody, that's why when I see women or men, that I like the way they dress. I like the way they speak. I like the way they act, I compliment exactly what that is. Okay? Because I'm asking to get a spell cast on me. Let's ring the bell. Give me some of that. Give me some of what you got. Yeah. This is sacred energy exchange. 222. It's sex magic. Give me some of that. So you don't have to physically have sex with somebody to get some of what they got. And something, because when you have sex with them, you can get all they got, and you might not want all they got. You might want to get a few things of what they got and go on about your way. You can have spiritual sex with somebody, okay? Or you can have energetic sex with somebody, just standing next to them, and y'all can exchange energy and like appreciate that and go on about your business. The whole sexual ritual does not physically have to take place in the actual physical, because you don't need all that. That is actually for your partner, your divine counterpart, lover, and friend, and the man or woman you seek to have children with. True statement. Let's ring the bell. That has nothing to do with religion. That is all spiritual. Okay? That's all kundalini too. You're not supposed to be spreading your seed with everybody. You just not, y'all. That has nothing to do with religion. That is spiritual, because you lose so much of your power that way. I'm serious. You can have you ever conserved your energy within yourself and use it to birth things into your life the way you want it? I am experiencing that right now, and it's wonderful. Okay? I said I wanted this tea set, y'all, and I got it. Okay? And I got it. I was like, I want more money so I can buy myself finer things, and I got it. Okay? Because I wanted it, and I worked for it. That's witchcraft. I don't need to ask anybody for anything except the Most High in the universe and my higher self. Let's ring the bell. So look, I know I'm telling y'all this because it's a reason why. I'm going to get to it, because I know y'all want to probably talk about love and sex and all that stuff. But this is a part of it, okay? Knowing someone's witchcraft, it's a part of it. You don't even know what you're doing. You haven't seen them yet. You do not know what he or she is capable of. So until you know, you do not need to be having sex with them. Okay? Because you could get something that you don't want, and it could pull you down, baby. Oh, and I've been through that. When me and my ex got into domestic, he was trying to control me. He got violent, possessive, like I told y'all, to the point where it was physical. And we both went to jail because he was imbalanced with his energy. And of course, violence came out of me as well. Because, of course, as a woman that I know I love myself, I wasn't going to let him do me that way. I protected myself back with violence. That's what it creates, y'all. Toxicity is just nothing more. You can't be submissive to somebody that's beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? I can't be submissive to somebody that's causing harm and fear in me and trying to control me, because that's not submission. Submission is I wanted to submit to you freely without you forcing me to do it. That's true submission. Let's ring the bell. So that's why I say, I don't care for forced energy. You can't do that. If somebody doesn't want you, they don't want you. Let it be. They have to want you. That's the only way the spell is going to be beautiful, okay? This is love. Spell. This is love. Love is a spell, y'all. The act of love is a spell in itself. It's the most powerful spell on earth. Do y'all know this? That's why this is planet Gaia, Mother Earth, Venus energy. She's love. Love is a hell of a drug, as they say. Okay? It's love, y'all. It's love. So look, that's what I said. I am a lover. I vow that I'm a lover. I don't know how to do nothing but love, okay? And that has gotten me taken advantage of and treated badly because they're scared of you ever losing that love too. Men or women will become possessive over you when they know you got something that they can't find every day, and they probably won't find again, and it's that authentic and genuine. They become obsessed with you. They either gonna come obsessed with you or afraid of you sometimes. And then the ones that are afraid stay back. Yeah, because when they fall in love, they'll cheat sometimes. I've had that happen too. And then I done got cheated on twice. They'll cheat and say, man, you forced me to fall in love with you. You put a spell on me. You knew what I was about when you got with me, and you fell right on in because you wanted to. Don't be justifying that. I wasn't ready for all that shit. If you weren't ready, why did you get with me? Because you knew I was ready for love. Because I told you. That's what I straight up tell people. Are you interested in me? Are you truly interested in me? Because I want to get to know you. That's love, y'all. I'm teaching y'all about love. This is the love versus lust. I don't want to just have sex with you and that's it, and then I don't even know what I'm downloading because I don't know you. So I have no idea what I'm actually truly downloading, and if what I'm downloading is gonna make me rise or bring me down. I don't know if it's gonna ascend me or descend me because I don't know you. See, and that's what we out here doing. Somebody look good and you just ready to have sex with them. Nah, baby. I want to see you. I want to see you. That's what you're supposed to be out here doing. Seeing, third eye. That's the Kundalini awakening. It's time to open that eye, okay? Let's ring this bell. It's time to have that foresight. That's what this is about. So you could be fine in the mud, but my flesh don't speak for me. I speak for it. In control of yourself, okay? Be in control of yourself. Wizard in control of themselves. A woman in control of themselves. You have to be in control of yourself because you'll just be giving it to everybody. And then as you're giving it away, you're losing those powers, and you start losing all your manifestation power to do anything. And then you wonder why you can't do nothing. So let me tell you something. This may offend some people, and this is a fact. This is not an insult. That's why you see people with a bunch of kids and then they broke. They got 5 baby mamas, 5 baby daddies, but they broke. They be in the projects, or they don't have no money at all. You want to know why? Because they were using their witchcraft toxically. It wasn't good. Because a true wizard or witch seeks stability. A balanced one seeks stability and security. So 5 kids, just because you got 5 kids, that don't mean you should be broke. You should be manifesting that I got kids. I got to keep on creating money and foundations to take care of my legacy. And as your legacy continues to grow, you get to continue to expand your life, your family. Whoa, your life. They came out. That's what they did. That's what Muslims really be talking about when they be like your 70 virgins and stuff like that. 70 virgins means to every one child you have, that's a possibility of at least 10 kids that you can get out of those. Because when we used to have babies the way that we used to, like my grandmama and granddaddy, I got 8 uncles and aunties. I told y'all that. Blood, 8 uncles and aunties. My grandmama and them was getting it in. When you got real love and companionship, you will do that. And the money is going to come naturally. The universe is going to automatically bless y'all. When you're doing what your nature is supposed to do, y'all are in love, loving each other, being kind to each other, treating each other right, them babies are going to flow naturally like milk and honey. And the money is going to actually be manifested regardless, out of the nowhere, out of the air, for y'all to take care of yourselves. I'm telling you, that's richness. Building a family. That is your rites of passage. Your purpose here on earth. Along with your divine purpose that you're supposed to reach first before you have children. Because you're supposed to become a master before you have children. See, we ain't been doing that. And this is what teen pregnancy and even 20, it don't matter what age. It don't matter what age you are. Until you become the full version of yourself, the highest version of yourself. And you are not supposed to really be bringing people in, because you know what you're doing. You're automatically bringing in karmics. It was a mistake. Let me ring the bell. Hold on. And when I say that, I'm not saying your child being born was a mistake. No, I'm talking about, but that person that your child was born into and the time that child came in was a mistake. That wasn't divine timing, but you had to make it work. And some of y'all been having to work super hard for that. And I applaud y'all. Let's ring the bell. Mothers and fathers out here making a way out of no way, getting the therapy that they need so they can still do the best they can to be great. I like people like Isis Wisdom. There's a lot of sisters out here. Wise Royalty. And they have their mothers. Their mothers out here. Do you know how hard that is? And I'm not sure if these women are married or not, and they could be. So if they do have men in their lives, that's outstanding. Men to support them as they're on this spiritual journey and these leadership roles and matriarch roles, and they still are having to be mothers and wives too. Y'all, in order for a woman like us to do our duty, we have to have a man that supports us. Let's ring the bell. You can't be with no divine feminine and you don't understand that she has a purpose too. She has a divine purpose too. And because she becomes your wife, does that mean she has to drop everything and only be for you and stop walking in her purpose? No, her purpose does not end because she's found her husband, or vice versa. When you find your wife, you still got to keep being great. Because honestly, that's more than likely, that's how you build your legacy. So why would you get with a woman that wants you to stop everything you was doing to build your legacy just to cater to her or him? That person does not love you. That person does not love you. They should want you to. They should want to come around because they see what you got matches what they got, and y'all can ascend some more together. And y'all see eternal ascension with each other. You see that this person is exactly the type of person I've been looking for, ambitious enough that I know we're gonna always go up in life. You supposed to be looking for those things. You see what I'm saying? So that's another thing, y'all men or women that like to pursue women that you know you ain't ready for that type of lifestyle with her as a divine feminine. Just stop. Find what you want. If you want that type of submissive woman that's not ambitious, that has no purpose in life, that really doesn't want to do anything but just do what you say and let you be the leader, then go find one of those. Let's ring the bell because they exist. Go find one of those, but stop trying to get a woman that has purpose and that has power and this has life and she has leadership skills and trying to dumb her down. That goes for men too. Stop letting women dumb you down. And you because you don't know yourself. That's love too. You got to know yourself. You don't even know yourself. So somebody done watch you and know you better than you. So they know your weaknesses and they know your strengths. So they know just how they can play you against yourself. That's witchcraft, baby. And they out here. You need to know yourself. You need to know yourself at your highest and at your lowest. You need to know yourself at your worst and at your best. And you better know yourself better than anybody else. To be honest, nobody should be able to figure you out. True statement. Because you ain't a problem. You already been solved. You're not a problem. You already been solved. You solved your own equation. And you know thyself. Oh, y'all. This is my ancient Kim ancestors stepping in now. You can't be figured out. When you can be figured out, you're a problem. And that's why you got picked by that person. People like toxic people. People pick broken people. And I know a lot of brothers and sisters, that's how they pick their baby mamas and baby daddies. They were broken at the time. And you was like, yep, that's something I can easily take advantage of. And you didn't think about the consequences to picking somebody for the wrong reasons instead of choosing to pick them for the right reasons, which is the Christ energy. You don't supposed to pick somebody for the wrong energy just because it'll be easy to take advantage of them, to get anything you want quicker. You're supposed to pick what's truly best for you. What's going to continue to make you rise and be great every day into eternal life. You're supposed to pick that no matter how challenging it may be. Because challenges make us stronger. Jesus, as they say, Yeshua got challenged 40 days and 40 nights. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and throw some little biblicalness in here. Even though, the story is not technically biblical. He was a Jew. Okay? And he was a magician. Just like Moses. Moses was in the Christ energy when he turned that staff into a snake. When he turned that, as they say, the Nile Valley into blood. Not paint, blood. Okay? That ain't nothing but witchcraft, y'all. And magicians, male magicians. Jesus, as they say, Yeshua was a male magician, baby. And Mary, that's another thing. I get my staff from Mary, y'all. That veil, you always see her in that veil, baby. Mary was divine, baby. He wasn't about to let her get stoned. Okay? He married her and loved her. And Yeshua has a bloodline. And we are descendants of Yeshua. Yes, we are. The 12 lost tribes. Okay? That's why they call it that. We lost. We don't know. That's why they use him and say he died for our sins. The sins was he died bringing us together and us being great and knowing who we was as witches and wizards and oracles. Okay? And brujos and brujas. That was the secret. That was what the sacrifice was. Blood sacrifice. As they say, they took him out. He was too powerful. And he had a whole spiritual army. We they seeds. That's what Genesis is. Isis in the Bible. Genesis, y'all. Isis. The mother and child, baby. Heck yes. Mary, baby. This is about Mary. Whew, y'all, this make me so emotional. Y'all know the Virgin Mary is the Virgo's zodiac. Okay? And I'm so happy I'm finally in my virgin energy. I'm like, this is about Mary. She had the bloodline of Yeshua. Okay? The Messiah. The Messiah, y'all. Alright, that's Fred Hampton. What is it? Nipsey Hussle? Sound familiar? Y'all, those are situations of love, baby. Those women and men supported each other's careers and life purposes and made it work and kept building together and making each other better. Let's give it up for Jay-Z and Beyonce. They got through some stuff. And it's none of my business. I don't really get into the publicity of it, but we know they got through some stuff and they stayed together, just like my grandmama and granddad did. Now, this is what I'm talking to y'all. I'm not talking about this stuff so you can justify purposely committing infidelity on your wife and your husband, and just so because you know it's better for y'all to forgive each other than fall apart. No, we got to stop that, y'all. Sex is not the answer when you and your spouse is having problems. And it always depends on the situation sometimes. People think people don't even cheat or commit infidelity half the time because they wasn't getting sex. I was getting plenty of sex when I was with my ex. He knew how to do that. But he forgot how to love. He forgot how to love. He forgot that I'm a lover. I'm love first before I'm physical. And that's how we're supposed to operate, y'all. We're supposed to operate in love. That's what being a Moor is all about. The first principle is love. Let's ring the bell. We got to start studying our heritage like we supposed to. We love looking at all the other stuff, but we don't like looking at the genuine stuff. We supposed to operate in love first. That's another thing. That's why I come off with friendship first before when I meet people. You can't just try to get close to me and all that, and that's man or woman before we become friends. I got to know you. How can I truly judge if you care about me and if you truly are my friend, if I don't spend enough time with you and let enough experiences happen naturally so I can judge that you are a good person or not? That takes time. And we always in such a daggum hurry. I want love now. I want money now. I want friendship now. I want to be this now. Can you just be on the journey, please? You supposed to be learning stuff. You supposed to be becoming better. Life is experiences. You don't become a master until you experience things. So since I know how to be put under a spell, and I know how to put somebody under a spell, I've been thinking twice about that, okay? I made sure I focused on myself first to get to know myself, to further expand and grow and go through some things. Those took life lessons, y'all, for me to learn these things. That's really all this is. I have learned from my mistakes. I don't need to repeat it. That's another thing. Y'all hard-headed, as they say. You got to, because you ain't learning. As you see, that's another thing. When people do go through these breakups, I've been single for 6 years, y'all. Now, like I said, I felt like I don't need no man. And what I mean by that, I had too much in myself to work on, to keep on getting in relationships that were going to fall apart because I hadn't learned enough. I was still too young to really, I didn't know myself enough. I was still finding myself, and I was giving too much of that time to being in relationships. And that was the time you need to be spending to build yourself. So I said, if you ever do want to be married someday, you better do the groundwork and just get to know yourself. And learn from some of this stuff. Truly learn. So that's why I stayed single all these years. And then you will be exactly where you want to be. And I actually am, y'all. I'm actually so glad that I just stayed single and just stayed focusing on myself. No matter what happened in that time in between, I just stayed single. And I learned a lot of stuff. And I'm still learning. That's nothing. You never stop learning. You stop. If you stop learning, you ain't going to be a master musician. A magician is wise. Infinitely wise. A genie. I'm in my genie energy, y'all. That's why I call myself a gypsy. Let's ring the bell. I'm in my genie energy. That's what that is. This is all a part of love, y'all. Y'all think love is just a feeling, and no, it's not, baby. We feel a lot of stuff. What does that mean? We've also felt something that went away, like people do when they have sex. As soon as they have sex, they was all in love. You was everything to me, man. I can't get enough of you. And then eventually that stuff just started wearing off, and then before you know it, them same people can't stand each other no more. That same energy y'all had when y'all first started having sex, it just stops for some reason. And sometimes, well, most people these days, it stops immediately after y'all have sex. So people can have sex and walk away like, all right, thanks for that. Whoa. I don't like that kind of stuff. I think it's terrible because I'm like, that's what I said, I'm a lover. Why you want to just have sex with me and leave me? How you going to just have sex with me one time and just be done with me? Now, I'm not saying for people that want that. So for those of y'all that it's a mutual agreement that y'all just want to use each other's sex and move on, that's y'all. I'm speaking for the people that don't like this stuff. And I'm one of those people. How you gonna just... Yeah, let me pull... Look, some told me to pull these peacock feathers out. Hold up. Some peacock energy coming through. Peacocks ain't doing that. How you gonna just use me for my body and think you gonna leave? And take my power and take my energy and leave? Because I'm gonna tell you, I've had that happen to me before. I was crushed. I'll admit it. I had a man use me for sex and leave. After he courted me and everything. I was like, dang, so you didn't even want to be with me really. You did all that just to leave? Baby. I call them freaking energy thieves, baby. That shit sick. I'm cussing today. Y'all, that stuff broke my heart. I was like, dude, I care about, I love you. What you doing? Those are energy thieves, and this happens to men too. Bless y'all that y'all experienced this. Alright? They are out there. Those are some dark magicians, okay? They steal. But I'm going to tell you what happens to those people. Because those people don't get karma. The person I'm talking about, that person got some serious karma. You can't take my energy and manipulate me and think eventually as a witch, first of all. Because this happened before I was as powerful as I am now. So once I became powerful the way that I am now and that energy was still on me, I've been healing myself, y'all. So I've been doing cutting soul ties that I've been having with people. I done cut it. You don't know. People, y'all still got people pulling on y'all energy. Exes and ex-wives. That's why you can't master a good relationship. Because you still, it's a core still tying you to that person. People don't understand that every time you have sex with somebody, it's a soul tie. And people been soul tied to people for years. And it takes a long time to break those ties. And if you keep having sex with people unjustly and corruptly as you're still tied to somebody else, you just keep adding more to yourself. And you are completely toxic. So that's when you get those people that will F anything and anybody and they just don't care. They cold-blooded. Oh, those are nasty. Those are nasty. I done met some of those and I'm like, dude, you better get the F away from me, you whore. Hell yeah. I do not like whores. I don't care how fine you are. I do not like whores. I don't know where your penis has been. And you think that you're coming near me with that thing? No. When the last time you been to the doctor? You need some Reiki. Okay? You need an exorcism. Because you got so many demons in you. You ain't about to drop them on me. Okay? That's what y'all need to stop letting these people do. They dropping demons on you when they have sex with you. They in pain. People have sex now for pain, not for pleasure and love. I just want to pour my pain on you. I just want you to pour your pain on me. It's toxic. That ain't love. Let me sip some tea. Y'all gotta sip some tea. Y'all, this is not love. This is toxic we doing out here. Not all of us, but majority of us. You ain't supposed to be like that. Yeshua and Jesus was like this. Remember, they talk about them kissing in front of people. He said that in the Bible. Used to kiss her in the mouth often. Okay? They did public displays of affection. Okay? Public displays of affection. Showing each other love and grace in front of everybody. All the disciples. Do you know what I'm talking about? You did not know that Mary was Jesus' wife, as they say. It was known, baby. She is Genesis, Isis. That's all that is tied together. They just keep changing her name. Okay? That's love. When he don't want to kiss you in front of people, he don't want nobody to know he love you, sis. Or she. Or he, these days, it don't even matter. If she don't want to kiss you in public, she don't want nobody to know she love you. Whatever that reason may be. Maybe because she knows she truly not going to be with you really. So she don't want nobody to know. Because she still want people to be chose. Oh, be careful with those. They just want your love for right now. Because they really still seeking something else. You got a lot of stuff they want, but you don't got everything they want, and they still seeking it. And if they ever get it, they'll drop you to get it. It's tough out here. It's tough, y'all. It's tough. That's why I said I'd rather just stay single until I actually see what I want, so I can give him all I got. Not all I got. Let me rephrase that. But I want to give my best. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to have to hold back in other areas because you're not my man, and vice versa for y'all, man. You shouldn't have to hold back because you can't cook for her, you can't clean for her, you can't do the things that you naturally want to do as a man that loves because she really not it for you. So it's sad you just keep having sex with women, just using women for sex, women too, using men for sex, women, whoever you choose to have sex with, for temporary pleasure, and then you're gonna give them the short end of the stick. So that's what you do. You like, you know what? Since I can't find what I want, I'm gonna just stay out here, keep spreading my seed and getting something since I can't get what I want. What? You don't love yourself. That's nasty. You don't love yourself. That's what I'm saying. This is love versus lust. You just want to have sex, and just say that. If you want to have sex, there's plenty of people out here like that. But you got to be honest with yourself so you can get what you want. You just want sex, and that's what your actions show. So you need to get around more people that just want sex. You might need to find you some little circles. Get in some clubs. They out here. But stop trying to get people to operate in love to be sexual in a way that they don't want to be. Stop using people for sex, playing with them. I've had people play like they in love with you. People do it. They pretend like they in love with you. I've had people, they'll tell you they love you just to do you wrong and leave you. Been through all that. That's what I'm saying. This stuff be happening out here. It's not safe. It's dangerous. That's why people act like sometimes people done said I was mean before. I got an attitude. I don't care. I really don't. I'm not about to just up and just show you all my sweet sides and be some. I'm not a light feminine. I'm a dark feminine. And I'm balanced in my dark energy though. But that doesn't mean I don't have I don't get sad. I don't get upset. That don't mean I'm not going to speak up for myself if I don't like something. That don't mean I'm going to tolerate anything from anybody. That's because I'm balanced. If I wasn't balanced, you would let people do whatever they want to do to you. Treat you any way they want to treat you. And that's how people be getting hurt out here. Men too. Y'all be getting ate up out here by these vampires. Y'all getting ate up out here. Getting used. Because you don't even know yourself. The first person you got to love first is yourself, y'all. And how you going to love yourself when you don't know yourself? Okay? How you gonna love yourself when you don't know yourself? You don't even know what to love about yourself. I actually know what I love about myself, y'all. You're supposed to know that too. If you need to sit down and write some true things that you love about yourself. And I'm talking about that paper need to be full. I done did a whole sheet of paper before. Cause I do this often. But when I first started years ago, and I said, what do I love about myself? Crickets. That was sad, y'all. Crickets. I was in bad shape. I was just holding the pen, y'all. I even put, I'm pretty. And I didn't even like how that sound. What? I'm pretty. I mean, yeah, but it's too much more to me than that. So that's another. Y'all need to start practicing that. What do I love about myself? That paper need to get to the point where it's full. You need to keep practicing on. It may start off short. Mine started off short. But as you start growing, that list start getting long. I like the way I look. I like the way I speak. I like the way I dress. I like the way I love. But I love the way I love. I love the way I grow. I glow. To your dress. To how you speak. All right? To how I love my skin. All right? I was writing everything down. Okay? You're supposed to be infatuated and obsessed and in love with yourself first. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do. That's the spell, y'all. They're attracted to you. Okay? So if what energy are you pouring out that they're captured by. It's supposed to be positive things. Okay? And positivity still attracts negativity because we are negative and positive. We are yin and yang. But when you're wise, you can tell a negative being that's imbalanced from a positive being that's balanced in his negativity. Okay, let's ring the bell. In the dark energy, okay? Because I ain't gonna lie, we gotta have the darkness, baby. We ain't doing this without the darkness, baby. Alright? We just not. We are, this is the dark ages, as they say. The goth era, the witch and witchcraft era is back. Alright? You gonna have to get a little dark. Bobby Hemming, let's ring the bell for Bobby Hemming. You gonna have to get dark out here. That's just what it is. Okay? And darkness, as y'all remember, y'all know I love the Addams Family. That was one of my favorite family shows, Addams Family. I love the way they loved as a couple. And it was dark. I love that stuff. You gotta get in the dark side, okay? Stop being scared of it. The dark is beautiful. As they say, black is beautiful. Alright, we know we're not black, we Moors. Okay? But you know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all gotta learn how to express and embrace yourself, okay? Truly love yourself, okay? Love your eyebrows to your feet, to the way your nose is shaped. Like, even me, okay? I'll tell you something. My cheekbones is like my grandmother. I literally have grown up and I look like the young version of my grandmama. And that's how I knew that they have like reincarnated, like their energy is radiating through me, both of them, okay? My face looked just like, I saw a younger picture of my grandmama, and my face is literally the exact shape as her face. I got her body and everything, y'all. And I'm happy about that. So I even said that. I wrote down, I love that I have become the daughter that my grandmother always wanted. And I have her with me. That's what I'm saying. You got to get deep. Let's ring the bell. You got to get deep. We don't want to get deep. You got to go in there. You got to go back to childhood. I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all had to go back to childhood. I used to have tea parties with my grandmother. Let me sip my tea. So I had a little china set and everything. She had a whole like cabinet full of like china sets. And the only time we could use those is like on special occasions. So of course y'all know Easter, Thanksgiving and all that. I used to be so excited because she would literally set me up a tea party away from everybody else. And we'd just go upstairs and just have tea and the nice, fine china stuff. And then she bought me my own, and I could do the same thing. But the ones that I used to play with was a plastic little set that they bought me because they didn't want me breaking it until I learned how to treat stuff. So I had accidents. I done dropped my tea and all that. She was teaching me how to be a lady, and she would tell me that. You a lady. She beat that in my head, y'all. You are a lady. You are a young lady, okay? Teaching me how to put my napkin on my lap when I'm eating, okay? All that. My grandmama taught me all that. And you ain't supposed to forget that stuff. So all that stuff is coming back out of me now. That didn't happen by accident. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That didn't happen by accidents. Those are the things that were positive for me and inspiring to me that stuck. Because she exposed me to it. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if most young ladies got exposed to that type of behavior before. And I was real young. This is when I was like 3, y'all. 3 and 4. I remember all that. My grandmama and them is bougie country women. Okay? They was just bougie like that. And they call it bougie, but is it really bougie or is it ladylike? Let's ring the bell. Is it really bougie or is it ladylike? What we supposed to be acting like? For some of y'all that say it's bougie. We supposed to be a city girl? I'm supposed to be a city girl? No, y'all. Let's sip some more tea on that. Oh. Why be a city girl? You could be a country girl. Okay? And that's not where we came from. Y'all remember Harlem Nights? They was fresh to life. Let's ring the bell. Y'all, that's another place I got my jersey. My grandmama didn't let us watch certain stuff. You had to watch, we were watching Harlem Nights. We was watching Boomerang. She even let me watch Boomerang. So when I seen that woman play him like that, I was like, dang, woo, okay. I like that. I used to watch this show called Woo. So my grandmama, she was stuff that she would let me watch. And we would talk about it afterwards over some tea. So what you learn from that, baby? Y'all, that's what we supposed to be doing with our daughters and granddaughters. Because we done been through things, okay? Okay, we done been, thank you so much. We done been through things, so now that we've been through it and learned from our mistakes. You don't want your seed, whether it's your granddaughter or your direct daughter, because that's still your seed. As a grandmother, which I'm gonna tell y'all, believe it or not, I look forward to being a grandmother someday. I'm serious. Like, I never thought I could know how that felt. And I guess because both of my grandmothers is gone and I miss them, I look forward to, I've broken that generational curse, and I'm going to bring back what my grandmother did. So when I have granddaughters, my daughter, of course, oh, absolutely. She going to be my daughter? Okay, yeah. But my granddaughter's getting this work. You going to get some of grandmama in you from me. Let's ring this bell. Y'all getting all that. That's the generation. I am in the seat to actually start the new legacy, okay? For us. So men, I want my sons to want to be with a lady. My sons will not be hoes. My sons will be gentlemen. Let's ring the bell. No, you're not about to get taught that you're supposed to be going out there and spreading your seed to everybody because you're a man. Absolutely not. You're going to be taught to be a man, to know how to work, to love yourself, to have some pride about yourself. Okay? To express your feelings. I want my son to be able to come to me because he's sad about something. And I know as a woman, as his mother, if he got heartbroken by a girl, whatever, he needs to know how to love and operate in his feminine as well as his masculine. He's not going to be an imbalanced man. I want him to want to get married someday because I want some goddamn grandkids. Okay? I'm like, what you talking about? I want a family. I don't need him out here having, and the woman that I want him to pick, I want her to be a lady. You better not bring no hoe to this house. I don't want no hoes in our family because they can't keep bringing more divine feminine and divine masculines in and seeds. Okay? This is legacy, y'all. Do you want to bring in that bull crap from your family again and keep repeating that stuff? Or are you ready to set the freaking tone? That's a generational curse breaker. You done with that bull crap. Whatever your family did that was toxic, that hurt you, that broke you, that almost lost you, you will not repeat it. You take full responsibility from here on out to make sure the seeds that you produce and the seeds that your seeds produce stay in divine order and universal law. You want to keep the legacy of gods and goddesses being born, no matter if they come directly from you or to the seeds that you produce that they married. Connecting the roots, connecting the family tree. That's what Yeshua did with Mary. Let's ring the bell. That's what that was about. The image of Mary and the child and the tribes. The nations together. It was them too. It was them too. Y'all, I'm getting emotional about this. I ordered some scales and they still haven't came yet. I got them made in India. They're so nice. And when I get them, I'm going to be putting them scales right here. So y'all can see that. Mary and Yeshua were the leaders of the pack, of the tribe, as they say. Just like Avatar. Their love that they taught all they people, they are the leaderships of love. Man and woman and child, okay? Woman, man, and child. The triangle, baby, the pyramid. That's the pyramid, okay? That's the actual pyramid. They are the temple together. They created a temple, and their temple created a whole goddamn nation. Heck yeah, they had to take Yeshua out. They was hating on that. All of them was together. Brothers and sisters as a nation, they loved each other divinely. There wasn't no disrespect. Husbands respected wives. Wives respected husbands. Men respected all the women. It wasn't no fornication going on. It wasn't, y'all. Because they actually had Ma'at they was living in. Together as a nation. Everybody was balanced in harmony within that nation. And if you wanted to be in that nation, you had to be that way. Whether you are a direct bloodline of Yeshua or a nation that decided to join together. You see what I'm saying? They decided to join together. Like say, okay, matter of fact, let's use Black Panther as an example. That's pretty much what Black Panther was. You see how they had the tournament where the one king, right? You got to fight to become the next king if you wanted to, whatever tribe you came from. But the bottom line is we all together at the end of the day. And everybody came to the trials. All right? But they were still a nation together. It was that one nation that they was having problems with, which is M'Baku. They always got to have a rebellion. Okay? He was the rebellion, but he was still with them. You see what he did in the end. Because that's what it's supposed to be. I don't care what happened to us. We family first. And if somebody coming over here trying to kill us, trying to harm us, because the bottom line is, this is why M'Baku is still a real man. It don't matter what y'all, the symbolism of him is. The bottom line is, I hope I'm saying his name right. He knows that if they'll come over here and do this to us, to the foundation, because you got to think that was the empire that Killmonger just came in and took the throne. Let's ring the bell. He took the throne, right? If they'll take that throne, you don't think he'll bring some more people over here to come take your throne and mess up what you got going over here? That's how division starts. The snitching started. That's a true story, y'all. You got conquered, so you be like, it's another tribe over there. Get them too. Traitors. Man, let's ring the bell. We got these traitors out here. Y'all don't love each other. We can't be married or be in sacred unions no more until we love each other as a people and as a nation first. That's why we got all this toxicity out here and ain't nobody really loving. That's the problem. Traitors. Backstabbers. Okay? But in the end, what did they all do? They fought together. Remember that girl? She was like, when she was about to kill the man she loved, she said, I ain't gonna lie, that's me. She said, you'll kill me, my love? She said, for Wakanda, without question. Absolutely. Let's ring the bell. For America, for our people as Moors, as a nation, without question. You one man that done lost your goddamn mind and forgot that we supposed to be together. You forgot, dude, so it looked like you don't want to be here. It looked like you don't want to be here. That's what that symbolism is. And women, you supposed to be like that. You don't supposed to be with no traitor just because he a man. Even if he had an empire, he a traitor. And traitors always fall. You gonna fall. You can have money and lose it all like King Solomon. Let's ring the bell. Now, I'm not saying King Solomon was a traitor, but he had a lot of money in the Bible. He had a lot of wives too. And then he lost it all in the end. And he was old and alone. Why you think that is? Y'all need to go and study this Bible. Y'all need to study what's going on out here. Y'all, at this point, I'm the witch of Endor, baby. All right? Let's ring the bell on that. I'm the witch of Endor that Saul came to and got messages from, okay? Shoot. They be trying to act brand new about us. And some of y'all sisters and brothers that's hiding behind these masks because you're scared of your own power. That's why you got to get in tune with your dark side. Because when you know your power, like I said, and you know what you're capable of, and you're in control of yourself, you wouldn't be so scared of it. You will stay away from people that bring out the worst in you intentionally because you know what you're capable of. That's balance. That's harmony. This is love, y'all. Balance and harmony. The Ma'at energy. That's the book I got on my altar right now. I'm doing some altar magic. And the Ma'at energy is all over my altar. And that's where my Lilith in. My Lilith is in Libra. I love it. Y'all need to know what y'all Lilith is in. Lilith is your dark energy. So some of y'all are going through a Lilith aggravation, and it's like a sex energy, because sex is the most powerful weapon in the world. Sex is the most powerful witchcraft in the world, next to love. Like, love is it. Love is the weapon, baby. Baby, love is the weapon. Sex is like control. Sex is control. That's what they control us with, y'all. Sex. Everything they promote in our neighborhoods and on our TV shows is sex. Have you noticed that? We ain't gonna never see a movie without a sex scene or a kiss scene. It's gonna have some love and some sex in it. Why? Most movies always have a love story or a sex story. Sex is the weapon, baby. Sex is the tools. Love is what did they say? Sex is the control and love is the weapon. It's a weapon, y'all. All of it is powerful. And that's how they be ruling us. And that's how you can rule people. You're a dope magician when you find out how to do that without even putting your hands on somebody. That's when you're dangerous. And that's what Yeshua and Mary was doing. People were captured by their grace. When they used to walk into the room, people bowed to them automatically. Let's ring the bell. People just bow to them. When a person bows to you, initially, or like, I'm keeping it real. Even if you've done this, it can happen to you. I done somebody like this. I'm gonna tell you, Queen Afua, Heck yeah, I would bow to Queen of Four. And when I say that doesn't mean I feel like I'm beneath her. I would be like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Your Honor. Absolutely, to Queen of Four. It's a pleasure to meet you, goddess. I'm so happy that you're doing what you're doing. I'm happy you exist, okay? That's just showing ownership. We supposed to do that to each other. That's why the Hinduism, they do this. And sometimes they do a bow, okay? It's this. Okay? That's how we supposed to feel about each other. If you don't feel this way when you greet your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, or anybody, your friend and lover, if you don't feel this energy of honor just being in their presence, y'all don't love each other. It's not enough. Whatever it is, it's not enough. You supposed to truly cherish each other. Let's ring the bell. You really supposed to truly cherish each other, y'all. That's true love. You should never feel like being loving to your partner is ever like slavery. You see what I'm saying? Or you have to do it. You're required to do it. It should be a desire from you to want to do it. So if you like rubbing feet, rub your man or your woman feet. If you like cooking for them, cook for them. If you like cleaning for them, clean for them. Okay? That's love. Love is actions. We do things. I'm gonna take care of you, right? That's a natural thing that happens when you love somebody. If you don't want to take care of nobody, and if you don't want to take care of who you with, y'all don't love each other. Let's ring the bell. When you naturally get with somebody you love, you're like, I gotta take care of my baby. I gotta make sure he got this or she got this. You know what I'm saying? You do. You express that. Like, you'll think about them. If you've been hearing them say they want something for a while, if you'll go out and either go get it, or when you see it, she been saying she wanted this, or he been saying he been wanting this, I'm about to get this for him. You naturally do things like this. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's natural. It's not forced. Okay? That's love. You can't just hit it and quit it, or love is not gonna run out. It's no such thing. And once again, those things take time. Getting to know each other. So we just stop jumping in the bedroom. We can actually rise in love. Not fall in love, but rise in love with somebody, because you put the time in to truly get to know them, the likes and the dislikes, and vice versa. And y'all realize this alchemy right here, it can work. Or if you could be courting somebody and the alchemy don't work, end it. Stop trying to make it work. Let's ring the bell. With love, you don't have to make it work. Love works. Love never fails. Love is not forced. Love is free-flowing and natural. And it's magnetic. Okay? You can't fight it. That's another thing. You can't fight love. Y'all, so look. I'm going through a heart chakra activation. I just got rooted. I'm in my ascension, y'all. I'm in my Christ year. And now, so I done been from, it's different areas I'm in. Now I'm at the heart chakra part, and my heart been opening up like it ain't nothing. I've been like feeling a lot going on in here. My emotions have been going off. You know what I'm saying? The logic with it. You know what I'm saying? The logic in the emotions. Okay. So me knowing why I need what I'm feeling right now. Why do you feel like you need somebody? Why? That's something. People be wanting somebody, but do you know why you want somebody? Because you could want somebody because you're hurt. I'm hurt. I just want somebody. I just want somebody to love me. That's not a good reason to try to fall in love. That's a good way to get taken advantage of, though. So you got to know why you want to love. That's what I go back to, making that list about what do you love about yourself. Make that list about what you love about yourself. And if that list ain't filling up the page, I don't suggest you get in any kind of companionship, because you're going to get played, or you're going to end up hurting somebody. And then there's still going to be some more karmic and garbage in your heart, and getting you further and further away from love. Okay? So yeah, you got to know why you want a companion. You want a companion because I'm ready to cook for somebody. I'm ready to clean for somebody. I'm ready to take trips with somebody. I'm ready to come home and listen to how their day is going. And just, you start expressing things that you truly want a companion for. And sex should not be the number one thing. Let's ring the bell. Because sex will not keep y'all together. Y'all have to have so many other connections with each other than just sex. Y'all are supposed to be friends. True friends. You about to be spending time with you. Y'all can have movie nights. Go camping. This supposed to be your buddy. My grandmama and granddaddy were friends. I done seen them play cards together, cuss each other out, hitting on each other because they were cheating, or somebody was cheating or doing something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, y'all, do y'all even play with your spouse? Okay? You got to play with your spouse. You supposed to be able to have fun with them. So that's another thing. That's what hurt me too. So when I broke up with my ex, it hurt me that I lost the friendship that we had. We were friends before we hooked up and actually chose to be lovers. We were friends. So I lost my friend, y'all. Man, I used to talk trash to him and cut up on him. I can joke, y'all. I can really joke. My daddy's literally a comedian. I was born into a comedian. I call my dad the offstage comedian. He was a joker. So I became a joker too. And I had some jokes, and I used to crack him up. And I'm like, especially when we get in a joke battle, you know I'm about to light you up because I'm not going to hold back, all right? So, but when y'all joking on each other and they get a joke on you that you cannot even top that is the most amazing thing, y'all. Like, I done had to surrender. I couldn't top that joke. And I'm like, hey, hats off to you on that one. And we'll be laughing about that, texting each other on a lunch break, calling each other like, do you remember that crap? Stuff like that, y'all. Y'all supposed to be like that. What's up with all y'all in these relationships? Y'all don't even like each other. Y'all bored. All y'all got is sex. And then you don't know what love is because you don't love yourself. So you try to seek it in everybody else through sex because that's all you feel. Because you're not balanced, okay? You're not balanced in your kundalini at all. At all, baby. You're being controlled, actually. And that's the worst type of person. You're being controlled by your dark forces. Because everybody got dark forces, okay? We are light and we're dark first. It was the darkness, and then they created the light. So it's in you to, as they say, that's why sin is so easy, as they say. That's why it's so easy, right? Everything that's not worth it is so easy. Think about that. And that's why technically, what they say, sex is like promiscuous. It's like that's one of the deadly sins. Looseness of sex. Because you're giving your power away. Literally, you don't even know it. I've heard men tell me, and women, that when they stop having sex with people, even spouses. So I don't know people that went through breakups and divorce. I know a woman that she went into a separation with her husband because she just didn't want to have sex no more. And I'm pretty sure that's for the man or woman, whoever in this situation, that had to be a lot to find that your woman don't want to have sex no more. Because you're looking at it like it must be something you did wrong. But she's ready for a cleanse. And that includes you because she wants to really be reborn back into her natural state. The virgin energy. Y'all just ring the bell. She just wants to cleanse these souls from her because she realized a lot of this energy in her, and vice versa, males, is not mine. It's somebody else's, and I got to clear the portal. I got to clear the portal up, and that's going to take celibacy. Then once the portal is cleansed, you can truly feel your own energy, your own emotions. Therefore, you can feel energies in other people that you want or you don't want. Okay? You become in total control of yourself. I got to keep ringing the bell on that. That's how you love. You got to love like that. You have to be aware. A love is aware. So that's you'll know when somebody's trying to put a spell on you and you should want it or you should not want it. You'll know how to protect yourself or be like, I want some of this. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, this is all witchcraft. It's all it's ever been. And that's what the world going back to. That's what the world going back to, y'all. I think that's all I'm going to do for today, though. I just want to drop that on here. I've been meaning to talk about this for a while. And I feel like it's going to be a part 2 to this. That's why I'm not trying to give it all right now. Okay? We're going to have to keep continuing on this subject. This is going to be a good subject we're about to go into. This is the new year finally, y'all. Remember, March was actually the new year. And now I feel that spring equinox energy activating in me. Okay? I really do. So, because this is mating season, y'all. You need to be looking at the right things now. Because you are being looked at. And you need to be looking too if you want somebody. If you don't want somebody, then don't look. Continue focusing on you. You'll have to wait around next season. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're seeking a spouse at this time, during mating season, which is when you're supposed to, you don't want to get to cuffing season again. Because that's when nothing but the scraps are available. Okay? Nothing but the scraps going to be available. Okay? So you should have been looking at this person since last year, really. Technically. If you're really looking for a suitor, a man or a woman in your life, you should have been watching them at least since last year. Starting cuffing season. If you didn't get nobody last year and you didn't get into a union, like people been getting married, people are in commitments now. If that didn't happen for you and you still seek it, who you been paying attention to? See? You ain't even doing your homework. You got to be doing your homework. And that's another thing. Starting with you. Do your own homework first. Y'all remember that? Ring the bell. Stop trying to do everybody else's homework before you do your own homework. Do your own homework. Know thyself. And then you can start doing homework on everybody else. Because you know why? Because you're not going to be seeking things that don't match you. Okay? Well, yeah, you're gonna be paying attention to things that don't match you though. If stuff doesn't match you, you're gonna be like, no, I don't want none of that. It don't matter how fine they are. You're gonna be like, or her. No, that's just not, I don't wanna. And yeah, we're not supposed to want to change somebody. So don't see somebody and be like, I like all that about her or him, but I don't like that. Yeah, let me get with her or let me get with him and let me change all that up and then I can get her or get him the way I want to. Don't do that. Move around. Just move. Just move. I don't care how fine they are. Keep moving until you see what you want. Stop trying to change people. You're not supposed to do that. So when I see something I don't like, I just leave it alone. I'm not about to try to change you. That's not my job to change you. That's somebody else's job. That's your job. That's our job. If we want to change ourselves. That's not somebody else's job to change you. And vice versa. It's not. It's your job. You're the master. That's where love is, y'all. Love is becoming a master of self first. That's a true magician. You got to get a master of self first. Stop trying to master everybody else before you've mastered yourself. All right, that's the energy for today, y'all. So look, thank y'all for sitting down having some tea with me. Let me sip my tea again. You know, it's a little chilly now, but it's cold. We still drink cold tea, y'all. Ice cold tea. So that's what I like about tea. You can drink it hot. But even if it get cold, you can still drink it like that too, okay? So look, that's all I got though. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you didn't get to hear this whole live, this is tea time. Go back and listen to that whole live, okay? I really dropped a lot of good information. And I was, I had to be vulnerable and explain to y'all the things that I've experienced. And that's why I have the knowledge I have today, because I had to learn these things, okay? So don't feel bad about any mistakes you made in life, because without those mistakes, you wouldn't be who you are today, okay? That's just all it is, okay? Y'all make sure y'all get y'all some tea. Y'all need to start having some tea. Tea is medicine and tea is therapy. It'll help you think. Just sit and just sip some tea and watch how your brain start like calculating and roaming and thinking about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all some tea. So look, where my bell at? Look, I'm going to ring my bell, y'all. Oh, by the way, hold on, before I even go. If you like this content, please follow me on YouTube at Sacred Energy Exchange 222. I'm going to put all the information at the end of this video, okay? And also follow me on TikTok at Goddess on the Rise, on Facebook at Goddess on the Rise, as well as here on Instagram, okay? And that is the same logo of Goddess on the Rise, just like it is here. The red, black, and green Flower Hoodie Queen, okay? Look for that logo. And on YouTube, it's different because I want to advertise the pentagram, okay? It's a pentagram. You'll know it when you see it. And I have it in my stories all the time. It's in my link tree, so check my link tree on Instagram and all of them, really. I pretty much got everything tagged. You can even find all my social media platforms on YouTube now, because I have all that posted now, thanks to a good friend of mine. She helped me, tag some stuff on YouTube so people can go to my social media pages easier from the main page, okay? If you want to follow me on other platforms, I really appreciate that, y'all. We on 440 followers on YouTube, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all out here helping me out here. I appreciate helping yourselves, most importantly. Helping yourselves. But I do appreciate y'all being a part of this and helping me build, okay? And building with me, y'all. I'm building with people. That's what I am. I'm a builder, and I'm a team player, I just choose to be around people that build and love the way that I do, I just do. I'm a nation person. I'm a tribe person. I love family. I'm about family first. Family over everything, okay? Love and family over everything, okay? You don't ever let flesh control your family. Don't do it. It's not good. It's not going to last either. It's not going to last. And by the way, if you want to read by me, that is at Sacred Energy Exchange 222 at gmail.com. I will post that as well at the end of this video because I know that's long. But it's Sacred Energy Exchange 222 at gmail.com. No E on exchange, just X, okay? So sex, all right? 222. And then, let me see what else I got for y'all. Look, I done got lost in the sauce. I've been on here so long. But I think that's it. I think I said everything. Emailing me for those readings so I can get y'all set up on those. And, my jewelry. Nope, I forgot something. So, by the way, look, this is my Queen Califia one. So if you do not know, she was definitely a American queen and goddess in California. Okay, so I made this piece, for her, and this piece is on my website. Oh yes, my website, goddessontherise.life. That is my new website, y'all. So check me out on there, please, and thank y'all. I'm so happy to be in my creative energy. Okay. So I just made this piece for her, and if you love this piece, you can purchase this piece. It's a beautiful piece, and I do have more art that I'm going to be creating real soon. I got some new art. A lot of my pieces have been getting created for the ancestors. Okay, that's what I've been feeling, and they working with me, and they building with me in the spirit realm, and I'm bringing things to life and bringing their legacies back out while I build mine, paying homage to them. I'm proud to do that. I'm proud to be doing that. Our ancestors, our Moorish ancestors, okay, that we forgot about because it wasn't taught to us. So I'm happy to be bringing that out. So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great Sunday and have a great coming week, all right? Y'all know tomorrow is Moon Day, is Lunar Day, so don't let the darkness get you, all right? Balance it out, okay? So let me ring this bell. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Until next time, peace, love, and balance.